Yo, what's up? It is Jay, and welcome to another reaction video. I know Resident Evil 9 just kind of came out, like the whole trailer and whatnot just came out not too long ago, and your boy just went on it through, head on, just reacted to it. I didn't even know what the frick was happening. Apparently, it was linked to some other old background games that but your boy probably wasn't really knowledgeable, and so I just headed on the YouTube platform, and then I've been kind of seeing this channel around and such called Residents of Evil. Really cool channel. If you guys do check them out, they do break down a lot of they do a lot of analysis, upcoming leaks and whatnot about the whole Capcom Resident Evil series and whatnot. So they just put out a video here saying breakdown secrets and outlaws. So without further ado, let's just go head into what this whole trailer was all about. And yeah, let's just head into some Resident Evil 9 Requiem, or Resident Evil Requiem. See what it's all about. I'm gonna break down some of the videos too, where it's I'm gonna break down this 8-minute videos as well. Just like pause, do a little bit of cuts. So let's just head into this. Residents of Evil.
Hey guys, JJ here, and today we're breaking down the reveal trailer for Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Capcom just dropped the first footage,
okay, that's how you pronounce it, Requiem.
From returning locations to new characters, this might be the most psychological and lore-heavy Resident Evil we've seen to date. So with that being said, let's get into it.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, Resident Evil Requiem. Okay, apologies guys, I was saying it so wrong earlier in the other.
Grace Ashcroft, a technical analyst and the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Like, I didn't even know about this character here, and apparently, my boy JJ said her name was Alyssa Ashcroft. I did not know any. I haven't played any of the Outbreak series from Resident Evil. So this one kind of just flew over my head when I first initially reacted to it. So yeah, that's cool, like little lore story that they're going on. They're going into their bag, Capcom going into their bag and doing something, trying to bring these older characters that didn't really get the light of day, now putting them into the newer titles and probably leading onward afterwards. So yeah, that's cool what Capcom is doing and such like that. But yeah, let's continue on.
Disturbing new case by FBI director Nathan Dempsey after the
I like that little animation that they did. Okay, subscribe to them, and like it.
Redwood Hotel, the same place where her mother was murdered 8 years earlier. Who is Alyssa Ashcroft? Alyssa survived the Raccoon City outbreak in 1998 and helped expose Umbrella's crimes through her journalism. In Outbreak, she was infected with the Epsilon strain of the T virus, but survived thanks to the rare vaccine known as Daylight. That's important because Daylight was capable of halting viral progression entirely, and could even be shared between people. There's a theory that Grace may have inherited some genetic resistance or immunity, which would explain why she's referred to as the Chosen One in the trailer. That scene could also
like this guy, I'm pretty sure they're gonna explain on to this guy as well, but I just don't know who this individual is as well. And then I didn't know that it was, dang. See, all this just flew over my head. I wasn't even thinking about no virus, no nothing. I was just thinking, whenever I first initially saw it, I thought it was just her mother got murdered in a hotel, and that's about it. I thought these were new characters. I'm such a dingus. I didn't even freaking know that these were older characters. Which is pretty cool. This is just cool, actually.
So we'll touch on that more in a bit. The Redwood Hotel appears to be the main setting for the opening
Redwood
chapters.
Hotel,
Grace is
okay.
sent to investigate,
I wonder how big this hotel is going to be as well.
It's the site of her mother's last investigation and death. We see flashes of Alyssa in the RE Engine graphics, suggesting we may play through her final moments.
That's what I'm saying.
Through flashback segments.
Like, we might be able to play as her, which would be awesome, like in the first intro of the game or how it starts. I wonder how Capcom's going to really initially do it, but it would be sick if they just allowed us to just see what happened, what took place during her, crime scene, her murder, right? Supposedly. And we get to see that killer, the dude wearing the hoodie and such like that. It's just, I don't know. It'll be cool. I can't wait till the game initially drops, and then we actually get our hands to roam around the whole hotel or whatnot, and then yeah, and then see what Capcom does from afterwards. From this point on. So, dude, I'm
Resident
stoked.
Evil 7, a detail worth
So
mentioning.
stoked.
During one of the flashback scenes in the trailer, we catch a glimpse of what appears to be room 201, which ties directly to the Apple Inn Hotel from Resident Evil Outbreak's Hellfire
See, I
scenario.
didn't
That
know nothing
detail may
about
be
this,
more than a
man.
visual callback. It could
Okay,
suggest a
so
direct link between the Renwood Hotel and the Apple Inn. This isn't just fan service. Capcom seems to be stitching together pieces from across the series. This may not even be the Renwood Hotel, but a flashback to Outbreak. Grace is shown strapped to a gurney, cut open, and
so this is just a flashback, guys. I thought it was just all new. What the frick? Yo, it's acting so stupid in the first one. Then I apologize. I apologize. You know, your boy's a little bit. Your boy has an Einstein brain. You know, but I was thinking for myself in that your boy doesn't fake no reactions. Like I don't watch the video beforehand and then do a little fake reaction. No, I freaking watch it head on. Like the last video, that was my first time reacting to the trailer. If I would have known, I would have been prepared, right? To script. Oh yeah, yeah, to make sure I don't look stupid on the internet. But the internet is the internet. You're allowed to do whatever the frick you want on the internet. Like don't feel pressure to do anything that like you're uncomfortable with, showcasing it on the internet. It's just the internet, y'all. It's just the internet. You need to get out of your head and your image and just do the things you like to do. Gotta do it. You gotta do it.
clearly
And you gotta do
experimented on.
it and
Her
not
eye
give a
color
frick,
even
man.
shifts, which might hint to an infection, hallucinations, or something worse. The theme of facing the past is front and center. Whether it's Grace, Alyssa, or the return to Raccoon City, it's all about unearthing horrors that were buried. Now, who is the villain? One of the scenes in the trailer shows a man by a fireplace.
He's gonna tell us, y'all. He's gonna tell us.
She's the chosen one. He wears a black leather coat and gloves.
It's Loki.
very
It's Loki
reminiscent
from
of
Marvel.
Wesker's Resident Evil 5 look, but his face, voice, and
It's our boy
accent don't
Wesker.
match. Some fans believe he resembles a younger version of Oswald E. Spencer,
Hmm.
seen briefly in Resident Evil Resistance, and here's where things get interesting.
Resistance.
We
I
know
never
Wesker
played
killed
Resistance
Spencer
2.
during the Lost in Nightmares DLC in Resident Evil 5, seemingly putting an end to the founder of Umbrella. But Spencer was obsessed with achieving eternal youth and immortality. There's now speculation that he
Oh
may
my
have found
gosh.
a way to transfer his consciousness or extend his life unnaturally, possibly through viral experimentation.
Imagine getting like pierced
If
through the
he
heart like
somehow
that.
survived in some form, it is
That
possible
is
he's returned to
an
an
unfortunate
underground
way
lab
to
beneath
leave
the ruins
Earth.
of Raccoon City, first hinted at in Outbreak's post-credit scene. And what is the key to continuing that research? Daylight, the vaccine that cured Alyssa Ashcroft. If Grace inherited that immunity, her blood may now be the missing link in Spencer's quest for immortality.
So is
That would
that why that's why she's in the contraption, like a jigsaw contraption? What? So they're just using her for as like a test subject. They just need her to be there to I don't know. What? That's crazy.
why she's been kidnapped and experimented on, and why she's the one being hunted. The other missing people could be survivors of the Outbreak incident that also took the Daylight vaccine, but it may not have bonded with their blood the same way it did with Grace. This wouldn't just tie together the Ashcroft legacy, the Renwood Hotel murders, and Umbrella's history, it could also bring the series full circle, back to the founder who started it all.
What do you look
Later
like?
in the trailer, we get a huge reveal. The ruins of
You look like
Raccoon
Willem
City, now
Dafoe
officially
when he's
set
gonna
in
be
around
like 90 years old.
2026. This would be 27 years after the city's destruction. And
Shout
while
out
some
Willem
fans
Dafoe.
assumed
That guy's a go
Raccoon was
actor.
nuked, lore confirms it was destroyed by a thermobaric missile, not radioactive, meaning it's still accessible. In the post-credits scene of Outbreak, we saw that Umbrella built a research facility in the crater of Raccoon City that never came back until potentially now.
Yo, what
This could
the?
explain
It's crazy how much like little details that these games be doing, like just to keep a story alive. Like us as gamers, like we just like playing for the game or just the gameplay in general, but we never pay attention to the whole scenery or the little scenes that they throw in here, the little Easter eggs. It's just sick how a video game can literally become referenced as like a movie and such. Like they're putting like game references here or movie references here and making it like seem like I don't know how to really word it properly. I might be going off like off topic and whatnot, but or maybe not even like understanding in a sense. But it's just cool how games could do that. That's why I be playing games so much because like they're literally movies, but I have full control of playing the game. Like it's just crazy. It's crazy how
return to the ruins as Capcom seems ready to
video
dig
games,
into
y'all. Video
Umbrella's
games, man.
hidden
There's something
legacy.
about video
We even see
games.
Leon's
Something
wrecked
about video
Jeep
games
outside
that
the
are just
RPD
so
gates.
cool.
We do hear several distinct voices throughout the trailer.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Some speculate that this could be Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, Ada Wong, and Leon Kennedy, but it could also be other characters from the Outbreak series or new characters altogether.
So there is a possibility of maybe the older characters, like maybe Chris, Jill, Leon, Ada Wong, like he was saying, JJ was saying, or it could be either these ones from the Outbreak series. That could have been like the voice. I swear one of them sounded like Carlos. Carlos, yo. I swear. If I go back 1 second. If I go back 1 second.
Several distinct voices throughout the trailer.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Like that kind of sounds like Carlos in a sense. I believe his name is Carlos Riviere, or pronounce me if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong. But that was my best way I could pronounce his name. It sounded like a little bit of Carlos, but he sounded a little bit more like he had that African American, speech in that tone.
Some
In that
speculate
tone.
that this could be
In
Chris
that tone.
Ashcroft, and another voice sounds like it could be a young Grace, possibly from a memory or hallucination.
Okay.
Please know that you are my hope.
Work today is broken. We're all working.
Everyone's gone.
Capcom's being very careful about what they're revealing up front, and clearly there's more going on behind the scenes. Now let's move on to the new enemies and monsters. There is a
Are these
giant
new
jade
enemies,
woman crawling
or
from
are they
ceiling,
the
and
older
there's
ones
a few possibilities
from
on
Outbreak?
who this could be.
The Outbreak
Some
series.
speculate it could be Lisa Trevor, who survived the blast of the Spencer Mansion and the blast of Raccoon City, and is now roaming the ruins. It could be a flashback to the Regis
what I'm
Victor
saying.
from the Outbreak scenario.
I don't know
at
this.
the
I don't know this
Outbreak,
enemy. I don't know this
or it could
enemy.
be a mutated Alyssa
What
Ashcroft.
the
She may have
heck?
been experimented on the same way Grace was, and it was a failed experiment, turning her into a creature that you now have to
Dude, that'd be
kill.
crazy if that's like she goes into the hotel, like Grace goes into the hotel investigating, right? That's what she's been assigned to, and then she just sees her either possibly her mother just mutated. That because I know the female, they deal with so much stuff anyways, regardless on a day-to-day basis, but for that to happen to a young, you know, ah, my God, that'd probably break her heart. That'd probably break her heart. If I saw my mother like mutated and such, I'd be running out. Nah. I can't do that. I can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that.
Dark would that be to have to kill your own mother? What do you guys think it is? Let me know.
That'd
down
be
below in the
crazy if
comments.
Capcom
There's
does
a
that.
man being
Capcom, if you do that, that'd be
suffocated with a
crazy.
plastic bag by a black cloaked killer. This may be the
Who's
same
that?
guy
Who's
we see
that?
sitting at the fireplace.
It might be
Some
this guy?
speculate that the cloaked figure seen throughout the trailer might be Leon Kennedy. He's been long rumored to return in Resident Evil 9, and Capcom has yet to confirm
What the
or
heck?
deny it. While there's a chance it's him, possibly infected or manipulated, I personally don't believe it. The character's build and demeanor feels off, and the trailer seems to be positioning this figure as something far more sinister, and a police officer who is turning into what looks to be a zombie. This could be a flashback sequence to Outbreak. There seems to be a focus on hallucinations, surgeries, and ritualistic
That's what I was saying.
killings,
Like,
hinting at the
so
experimental
sorry I keep pausing and stuff like that. I'm just trying to break it down as quick as I can. But is this something more sinister than like sinister feeling than other than like the traditional zombie route? Because I know there's still like a virus and whatnot outbreak, right? They're still gonna lean into that, but my dude does not. He looks like he's being possessed by something. Like he looked like he has a virus and such, but those eyes rolling back, nah. It looks like something more underneath the surface, below the Earth's crust that's happening to my guy right here. I don't know. That'd be crazy if it's just something that's not traditionally the zombie route. I'd love it if it wasn't like the zombie route. I don't know. I like the zombie stuff, right, too. Like, I never get tired of zombies and whatnot, but it'd be cool if they integrated like something weird, sinister as well. Give it more of that ominous, spooky, rundown hotel vibes, you know?
or psychological manipulation. We do seem to see a lot of people in suits being killed, so I'm not sure what that's in reference to. If you guys know, let me know. Now moving on to the game structure and characters, Capcom confirmed Requiem is single player and built in the RE engine with photorealistic details and enhanced character rendering, but they haven't confirmed whether the game is first person or third person.
Oh, that's the
trailer shows a mix of
man, if the game is, I wouldn't be mad if it was like first person or third person, but by the looks of it, they're showing the characters, they're showing all the models. This has to be in third person. Like, because I know in Ethan Winters, they didn't even show nothing about like how he kind of looks like in a sense, right? They just, from the trailers I've seen, it was just all running through the village. You're looking at the enemies, other than, you know, supposedly like you're seeing your protagonist side, right? So they're showing, it's a good sign that they're showing Grace and all the other characters within the trailer, Alyssa and whatnot. That's a green light for me, because like I feel like they're going to that their OG traditional route of, third person and whatnot. I wouldn't be mad if it was first person or anything, or we had the option to switch flip flop from first person to third, but I would love it to be in third person. You know, I love seeing the whole environment and the characters' reaction and whatnot. It makes me feel like I'm in the position as Grace and whatnot. So yeah.
Angles, but the actual gameplay perspective is still a mystery.
That's a fear. That's a fear. Being upside down, trapped and chained.
Characters like in Resident
Imagine
Evil
you just wake up one night and you're chained and you have no idea where you are. Scary, y'all. What the frick? Scary.
On PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Steam. A demo is confirmed for Gamescom.
Okay. Demo. There's a demo. There's a demo.
Dead, Nightmare for the Living, and with ties to Alyssa, Daylight, Raccoon City, and Umbrella's buried secrets, it feels like this will close the book on the past by digging it up. We'll be sure to keep you updated on all the latest Resident Evil 9 Requiem news. So there you have it, our full breakdown of Resident Evil 9's reveal trailer. Let us know your theories down below. Do you think Grace is immune? Is that Spencer behind the scenes? And how deep does the Umbrella connection go? Let us know down below.
I don't know. I don't know how deep it goes, y'all. I don't know how deep it goes, y'all.
If you're excited for Resident Evil 9, please leave a like. And for all the latest news, speculation, rumors, theories, make sure to subscribe. The Residents of Evil is a
got y'all, yo. Yeah, shout out to the Residents of Evil for, just stating their mind, breaking down. I know this video was kind of a little bit more compact. There's probably more longer versions out there, but I just wanted to get like a clear, simplified version of it. Just a quick and easy going, because Resident Evil, if you go down the lore, you just hours and hours on end that you can just read and whatnot and just figure out stuff. But yeah, so that's been like Resident Evil 9, the Requiem breakdown, secrets and lore explained by Residents of Evil. I know a lot of the information has just been like plopped on here, and just like for me figuring out what's happening and such, it's just cool though. It's like, whoa, I didn't even know these were from like the Outbreak series and whatnot. So it's just, I just look like a complete fool in the first, or like that when I was reacting to that trailer, because like I was literally reacting to it like with just pure emotion and really wasn't really listening, but it's now I understand that these are just variants of past characters, but with a new freaking Naruto, when Naruto had his child and then they made a freaking Boruto or something. That's we're getting like Boruto, but with the Grace version of Alyssa Ashcroft. So yeah, this is cool. I can't wait to actually see. I can't wait until I just wish I can just like skip all the way to February already and just be playing this game at night, getting a little spooks and scares in, or getting my little spooks and scares in, and then just seeing really feeling the horrorness of Resident Evil once again, because man, it feels like it's been so long, but it really hasn't. But man, it's just so lovely. It's so grateful to be able to be around when games like this are dropping, like GTA 6, Silent Hill F, Resident Evil 9 Requiem, or Resident Evil 9 Requiem. I almost broke my green screen, y'all. Almost break my green screen. But it's just a beautiful thing. to experience. And yeah, but if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like it, I guess, or comment down below. What do you guys think of Resident Evil 9 Requiem? And some of your theories, or some of anything that you have on your mind that like, yo, I think this will happen, or this, that, and the third is just so cool, or you dislike it. Just let me know if you dislike it, or if you love it. It would be wonderful for me to read down at your guys' opinions and whatnot. And yeah, this has been JayeisPlanted. Please take care, please be safe. That's what's most important to me. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. This has been Jay once again, and peace.